Hey, my name is Lawrence Moore, and this is a tutorial on the acoustic version of Times Like These by the Foo Fighters. Times Like These by the Foo Fighters, the acoustic version, is one of my favorite songs to play for coffee shops and for open mic nights and things like that, because it's a really well-known song. And it's just a great song for beginners. It's a good song for intermediates when you get up to the more complicated parts of the song. We're not going to get into the more complicated parts. We're just going to do the intro, and we're going to do the basic chords of the song. So let's get right into it. It's in the key of D major, which means your first finger is going to be on, for the intro, your first finger is going to be on A, which is the second fret of your G string. You have an F sharp for your second finger, which is on the second fret of your E string, and then your third finger is going to be on D, which is the third fret of your B string. Sounds just like that. In order to play the intro, we're going to start with our first finger off of A. So it'll sound more like that. But then, I'll play the intro for you one more time. Watch what my fingers and my hands do. Let's see if I can get into a position where you can see a little bit better. So what I'm doing is just alternating basically my first finger off and on the second fret right there. Let's do that one more time. So you're going to do it sounds a little bit complicated. Just listen to it, and you'll get it after just a couple of tries, I'm sure. So like I said, the song is in D major, so we're going to do D major. For the verse, we're going to start with that D major, and then we're going to go to an A minor. So for your A minor, you're going to have your second finger is going to be on E, which is which is the second fret of your D string. Then your second finger is going to be, your third finger, is going to be on A, which is the second fret of your G string. And your first finger is going to be on C, which is the first fret of your B string. Now that leaves your fourth finger, your pinky, open. And one of the things I like to do with that song is about halfway through that measure, I'll add my pinky to that G, which is the third fret of your E string. And so the first two chords would be Now, as far as the strum pattern, you can do kind of whatever you want. For acoustic songs like this, the strum pattern kind of varies. What's more important is the chords. So you go from a D, and then you go from that D to an A minor, and then if you want, you can add that G, or you can just leave the G off. It's up to you. The next chord is going to be just a straight up C major chord, and normally in the key of D we will play a C sharp, but for this song we're just going to stick with the regular C major chord, and then we're going to go to an E minor, and then we're going to go back to the D again. I'm going to do that little intro riff again. That comes between each one of the phrases of the verses. So those are the chords for the verse. And so for the chorus, we're going to start with the C major chord. We're going to go to the E minor chord. If you don't know what the E minor chord is, you're going to have your second finger on B, which is the second fret of your A string, and your third finger is going to go on E, which is the second fret of your D string. I'm sorry. So we're going from C, and then you're going to go back to your D major again. Do it again. Again. One more time. And then you hang on the E minor that time for the last part of the verse, the chorus, I'm sorry. And then you're going to go back to your D major chord again. You're going to do that intro riff again. And that's pretty much the whole song. There's part of the song closer to the end. The bridge of the song is a little more complicated, and I'm not going to go over it in this video. I will in future videos because it's a little more complicated, and I'm trying to make this for beginners. So practice that, and I'm sure you'll do fine. Thanks.